Imagine this. You wake up in a world of smoke, fire, and ancient beasts. No cities, no words, no memory of what came before, just instinct and a strange whisper deep inside. You don't belong here. But what if that voice is right? What if humans? What if you are not a product of natural evolution, but the result of a forgotten intervention? Hidden in the shadows of deep time is a story of creation, control, and cosmic manipulation, and the name that echoes through ancient stone and forbidden texts, the Anunnaki. According to ancient Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki were not mythical gods, but flesh and blood sky beings who came from a distant world, Nibiru. They weren't worshipped because of their wisdom, they were worshipped because of their power. The word Anunnaki means those who came from heaven to earth, and they didn't come alone. They brought hierarchy, technology, and a mission. The Enuma Elish, one of the oldest known creation myths, speaks of beings descending from the heavens to shape the earth and organize the world. But for what purpose? That answer leads us to us. Science tells us modern humans emerged around 200,000 years ago. But our divergence from primates, around 6.6 million years ago, came with strange leaps. Sudden brain expansion, upright walking tool making all in geologic fast forward. Why? Sumerian clay tablets reveal something astounding. The Anunnaki needed workers. They describe a divine council led by Enki and Enlil, beings who fashion mankind by mixing clay with the essence of the gods. Translation: genetic modification. They didn't create us from nothing. They upgraded what was already here. Primitive hominids became something new, something programmable. And the result? Adamu, the prototype human. Sound familiar? Let's jump forward thousands of years to Genesis. Let us make man in our image. Who is us? Who is our? The Bible speaks of Yahweh, but even ancient Hebrew texts hint at a divine council, multiple gods, not one. Psalm 82 describes God standing in the assembly of the gods. Deuteronomy 32.8 references the sons of God assigned to different nations. These aren't monotheistic phrases. They're the echoes of polytheism, of a time when Earth was divided among powerful sky beings. And the Anunnaki, they weren't forgotten, just rebranded. But the Anunnaki weren't unified. The Sumerians speak of a rift, a civil war among the gods. Enlil the commander wanted strict control. Enki the creator favored humanity and free will. This divine tension is mirrored in myths across the globe. The Greek Titans vs Olympians, the fallen angels in the Book of Enoch, the Aztec gods who warred over humanity's fate, all tell the same story, a cosmic conflict, not just over Earth but over us. And in the crossfire, mankind became both tool and weapon. What did the Anunnaki leave behind? The Sumerians claim they gave humans knowledge, agriculture, astronomy, law, but we find their fingerprints everywhere. The megaliths of Baalbek, too large to be moved by modern cranes, the alignment of the Great Pyramid with Orion's belt. The Baghdad Battery, a 2,000-year-old device capable of producing electricity. And older still, sites like Göbekli Tepe, built 12,000 years ago, before the wheel, before cities. Who were the builders? And what sparked them into action? Could it be memory, a species awakened by a forgotten blueprint buried deep in their DNA? The flood myth is universal. In Mesopotamia, it's Utnapishtim. In the Bible, Noah. In Mesoamerica, Coxcox. In India, Manu, the Sumerians said the gods grew angry. Too many humans, too much chaos. Enlil demanded a reset, a flood. But Enki warned his human creation, instructing him to build a vessel. Was the Great Flood a global cataclysm or a planetary purge? Perhaps the Anunnaki wiped their slate clean, then started over. And those who survived, they remembered in stories passed down as myth. But myths we now know are often coded truth. This isn't just ancient history, it might be current. Whistleblowers from secret space programs speak of contact with tall, luminous beings. Government leaks point to underground facilities and genetic monitoring. The Antarctic Treaty, signed by 50 nations in 1959, protects an icy land that no one is allowed to claim. Why? Beneath that ice, some believe the original Anunnaki craft lie buried, maybe even their creators themselves, in stasis, waiting. Others say they never left, just stepped back as humanity caught up. Now, as we unlock CRISPR, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing, the same technologies attributed to the gods, we may be stepping back into their playground. So what are we? A fluke of evolution? Or a designed species left to mature? All signs point to this. We are not alone and never have been. The real question is not who the Anunnaki were, it's why did they make us? To serve, to learn, to become like them, or perhaps to eventually replace them. We don't know yet, but what's clear is this. Our story didn't start with us, and it's far from over, as strange frequencies rise from ancient sites, as forbidden knowledge re-emerges from ice and stone. A pattern is revealing itself. A pattern emerges, not from the heavens above, but from the deep places of the earth. Layers of stone, silence and time whisper a truth we were never meant to know. And now, as our own creations awaken artificial minds, synthetic life, we begin to mirror those ancient architects. The Anunnaki once stood at this edge. Now, so do we. Creators staring into the void, facing the mirror. So ask yourself, what happens when the created become creators? When our hands mold life, when our minds defy time itself, and when the gods return, will they see themselves in us, or something they can no longer control? If this truth resonates, subscribe and step deeper into the mystery with us. Like this video if you're not afraid to confront the stories buried in shadow, because this isn't just ancient history, it's a warning, and maybe a prophecy. The age of the gods is beginning again.